This is a perfect example of when you call stuff out that sucks and they go back to the drawing board and make it better, and it actually is better. And in a massive plot twist, Cerakote is the gloss boss, and the gloss boss is Cerakote. It's not, don't worry. All right, boys and girls, it has been 7 full days of curing. And one thing I will say, we have the Cerakote on the left side, or that'd be your right side, depending upon where you're at. And how about my left side? There we go. And on my right side is the Jimbos. One thing I want to point out about both of these that is just interesting, traditionally my shop is very dusty and kind of dirty. And I will say both of these look identical, and both have kind of not accumulated a lot of dust, which I think a lot of people ask, like, oh, why would I do like the Gloss Boss over Toughest Shell, or how does Toughest Shell and Gloss Boss kind of work together, or wipe-on ceramics versus spray ceramics? And this is one area that I think wipe-on ceramics do really excel, is in the lack of dust accumulation. So that is one thing that I wanted to point out. Another thing I wanted to point out is it has been 7 full days of curing. No toppers, no nothing. I've done nothing to the panel. And just as a reminder, the Cerakote did say to wait 5 minutes before you level the coating, which I think is a really nice, ample amount of work time. And for some reason, I don't know, it was easier to remove on the panel than it was on the car behind me, which I'm doing weekly updates on my YouTube Shorts. And it left some high spots at 5 minutes. I had them literally right next to each other. And so I don't know why. The Gloss Boss worked the same on the panel as on the car. So I don't know. It's just a piece of information that I feel like is important to put out there. So after 7 days, let's go through the torture test. So, all right, there's our water behavior test, and this is really what I'm hoping happens throughout this whole entire video, is that both of these products just perform perfectly. So I've traditionally never done ceramic coating torture tests, because it was of my opinion that all ceramic coatings would make it in the torture test and then it'd be super boring. And Cerakote was really the first one where I started to rethink that theory. So this being their second version, I'm really hoping that we just see this after numerous rounds of torture. Did seem like the Cerakote had a slight edge on getting the water off the panel a little bit quicker. We are not going to rub anything in yet. So first up, we're going to use the Hybrid Solutions Rapid Decon, their iron remover. And when we did the week 1 update on the Tesla back here, the Cerakote side was resisting the soap more, so I'm kind of expecting it to be resisting the product a little bit more than the Gloss Boss, but it didn't translate to any less water behavior or anything like that. So it'll be interesting to see what it does. And we're kind of seeing the similar things. So the Cerakote seems to be resisting the product. You see less of the product on the surface, whereas on the Gloss Boss, it's starting to resist it a little bit, but it definitely does hold on to more product, and that's consistent with what we saw in the soap when I washed the car. Sorry for making you do a dance. But the big question is, does that mean anything? It's kind of like the hardened applicator theory. The Gloss Boss, the applicator hardens. On the Cerakote, the applicator doesn't harden. But does that actually mean anything? So, you know, a lot of times in testing, there's all these different things that we look for, but we have to make sure that that actually means something. And so that's why I'm not really bullish on a hardened applicator or a non-hardened applicator, because I just haven't seen that like translate to anything of any importance. And so same with the soap on the car, and you can go look at the short if you are so inclined to. Like the Gloss Boss held on to more soap on the panel, but you could kind of argue that both ways, and the water behavior was good after the rinse. So you know, I don't know. I don't know if it means anything. And this is a perfect example right here. So the Gloss Boss held on to more of the chemical, but after it, they both look the same. So again, I'm sure there's like some word that describes that, like I guess cause and effect, but like, is there any effect to that happening? And I don't think there is. And so, yeah, let's keep going. I would definitely go and say the Cerakote definitely did have, it seemed to me, I'm sure someone will have a stop clock and tell me that I'm wrong or right or whatever, but it did seem to me that the Cerakote did come off a little bit faster with that. We should wash it. That's what we should do. So I do have the Super Soaper in a bucket, and I did test the pH, and the pH is about 7 in the bucket. So this is a kind of a pH neutral soap, at least at its current dilution. We'll see if that does anything. Okay. And I'll tell you the two arguments as we move into what has traditionally, I'm using that word a lot today, been the Cerakote killer, which is Hyperfoam. One thing I will say, or the argument for both. So you could say, okay, the Cerakote isn't holding on to the products. It's kind of fighting off the products more. That makes the coating more stout. That would be that side of the argument. The other side of the argument would be if it's not holding on to the soap, it's not holding on to the iron remover, it's not holding on to the chemical, that the chemical isn't able to do what the chemical needs to do. So if you're trying to like decontaminate the surface, or you're trying to make sure the surface is very clean with the soap, if the soap isn't clean, you know, if we use Super Soaper as an example, like the Super Soaper needs to dwell on the panel to clean the panel very effectively. So I want to give you both sides of the argument there, that you could say, oh, I want the soap to cling on the panel because it'll stay and clean better. Or you could say, look, it's resisting everything. Nothing is going to stick to this coating. So you could see how there's both ends of the spectrum there, and you could really fight either way to the death. I don't plan on fighting it to the death because, again, I don't see any correlation to an end result being better or worse. Either way, it just is, right? So there's that. So Hyperfoam on there, again, we're not going to wipe it in, though I think it's going to get pretty boring. And ideally, my goal for this test is that both products would be super stout to the end of time and we wouldn't be able to break them down, because that to me would be a huge win for you, the consumer, that you have multiple good options for ceramic coatings to pick, and then you could pick which one you want to pick. All right, I think we've let that dwell for long enough on the panel. This is interesting to see. So though the Jimbo's is holding on, or was holding on to more of it, it does seem to be sliding off, which is kind of cool, but they really look pretty similar. And in a massive plot twist, Cerakote is the gloss boss, and the gloss boss is Cerakote. It's not. Don't worry. All right, let's wash this. But just like when I was doing Meguiar's M888, you know, and I talked about how good that ceramic coating was, that is my overarching goal with, you know, doing torture test and making my own product line now and all that, is like, we just need good detailing products to choose from, right? It's actually very simple. And as I was hoping, this is like the most boring torture test in the face of the earth. So, all right. Can we run it back and just show a video from Cerakote version 1 of what happened in that video when I just washed it? So I want to give credit where credit is due, and I'm not blowing wind up anyone's skirt, but the Cerakote version 1 ceramic coating was so terrible that it came off with, I think, a car wash. I don't know. Let's show a little picture-in-picture or something. And I got so much heat for telling the truth about the coating that it was terrible, right? And that's why I had to take that video down, and then come to find out after other independent YouTubers doing videos, it was terrible. Like, version 1 of Cerakote was horrendous. However, giving credit where credit is due, they pulled the product and they made a much better product. So kudos to Cerakote, 2 thumbs up, not blowing wind up your skirt, just giving credit where credit is due. And you guys you've made a massive improvement. No matter what happens here on out with the torture test, I love it. You guys did a great, great job. So before we go to Dark Fury, let's go super clean. We already washed it, right? All right. Let's go super clean. Uh-oh. So this is what makes me happy. This is what makes me excited. When brands go back to the drawing board, and you could agree and disagree with Brian coming on as the CEO and not their chemist, and the curing mechanism, and you can argue all that stuff, and I'm a big fan of arguing for argument's sake. But honestly, we got to show credit where credit is due. And I think they did a great job of improving, and that is not an easy thing to do. I know all you YouTube chemists out there think it is easy to do, but what Cerakote was just able to do is not easy. And notice how no one is picking up the ceramic coating. I think there's been 1 or 2 videos of people actually talking about the version 2. No one's talking about it. Why? They're probably not being paid. But still, I think it's important to actually give credit where credit is due, and 2 thumbs up to Cerakote for improving your ceramic coating. Hi, Brian and the team over at Cerakote. All right, let's get super clean off the panel. Let's wash it again. I'm only bullish and a jerk on products that suck. But this is a perfect example of when you call stuff out that sucks and they go back to the drawing board and make it better, and it actually is better. That is awesome. And that's what I love. So good job. All right, and exactly what I was hoping for is the most boring torture test on the face of the earth is exactly what we're getting. Because this is exactly what ceramic coating should be doing. Beating water, surviving chemical tests. All right, now my nerves are really at an all-time high with Dark Fury. Let's spray this on. This is apparently a really popular product. Fan favorite. I'm a big fan of Coverall's Aerosol Tire Shine. And I think that's where a lot of people get confused with me too. Just because I have my own product line doesn't mean I don't like other product lines. Actually, Coverall is a really nice aerosol. I think they even have a spray liquid too. But Coverall is the Tire Shine is actually a very, very good product too. Dark Fury out in the wild is so-so to me, but I know the price is right for a lot of you. So I'm gonna let that dwell. Seeing a little bit change in here. It's kind of resisting it. We could actually see some of the white marks off the Gloss Boss, but it's kind of interesting. And it's important to know what strips ceramic coatings to, so we know how to actually take it off. So let's rinse this and see if there's any change. Wash it off. I think the real question is going to be, how the heck do I get these coatings off the panel now? All right. I'm over the moon. I think we could end the test here. I want to do a couple more, but I'm honestly over the moon for Cerakote. I'm obviously over the moon for my own product. And so I think, you know, support who you want to support, but I think along with M888, I think these are probably the 3 best coatings on the market currently. I have an ongoing test on the hood of Brian's car. I know there was a couple of you that said it was a waste to put it on a Tesla. I don't understand. Did you see that comment? They're like, why'd you put it on that piece of crap? It's not a piece of crap, all right? Anyway, so I am over the moon with how this torture test went. Super proud of Cerakote. As they should. You know, sometimes you get it messed up, whatever. At least they came out and did that. I'm gonna do the hyperfoam one more time and rub it in. But overall, super, super, super happy with how this turned out. Overall, my goal is obviously for me to have a profitable product brand and a product detailing business, obviously, but I also want other people to succeed as well. And I get very excited and happy when I see people able to change and come out with a better version of their product, because that ultimately has always been my goal, is to find out which products are good and which products aren't good and share my findings through my YouTube channel. So I was very, very nervous to do this because I didn't want Cerakote to fail again, but I'm super glad that they did so good. So have I said kudos to Cerakote enough yet? Good job, guys. Good job. By the way, Cerakote has not paid for this video at all. I'm doing this video to try to sell more Gloss Boss, all right? That's it. So here we go. Here's another instance where kind of we saw with the soap sticking and not sticking as much, but again, doesn't really mean anything. So just, I keep reiterating this just in case you see another YouTube channel say, oh my gosh, look how much less this is sticking, or look how much more this is cleaning. It doesn't matter. You could take the argument either way, but the reality is that it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference in the water behavior or the end result. That's the only purpose of me saying that. There we go. So I'm going to end the torture test there strictly because it's just getting very boring. So both these products, the Gloss Boss is available right now. Cerakote is available right now. I will link both of them below. Good job to Cerakote. Please buy the Gloss Boss. You're going to love it. I think it's a little bit easier to apply, has a little bit more work time, but really 2 thumbs up to Cerakote for making a better version on their product. And that's really what everyone should be after, is just better products. So 2 thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more. We have an ongoing weekly test going on that through YouTube Shorts, so look out for those if interested. And that's it for this video. Catch you on the next one. See ya.